Women's March. Apparently it was yesterday in Washington. Nice weather, as President Trump acknowledged, in many other cities. People looking for something to do. Not something probably to be taken seriously. I didn't pay attention to it and probably wouldn't have, even if I weren't. Well, I certainly wouldn't have, even if I were not observing the Jewish Sabbath yesterday. But yeah, a few pictures. What's important, however, is that we make fun of it. And what could be a better face of the Women's March than this? I mean, does a picture tell 1,000 words or what? There's not that much to say. I mean, other than we're mocking it here. I'm not pretending to be giving a critical evaluation. The whole thing is a joke. The whole thing is so lame. How many of them would have had anything to say about Bill Clinton, of course, and his long history of rape and other sexual assault? Look at this guy, Jody Denberg, one of the guys who eagerly tweeted after Yoko Ono, or about Yoko Ono there. He's the one who put up that picture I just showed. Look at him. Again, a picture tells you 1,000 words. Denberg, probably like me, Jewish, probably not religiously Jewish. Yeah, I mean, hey, look, it's a disproportionate number of the people there. I'm willing to bet, even though it was on a Saturday, the Jewish Sabbath. But that's not what we're talking about here. I'd like to think that there were some interesting responses to this mocking. There weren't. But what I can show you here is just the lame, sort of sycophantic responses to Mr. Denberg's tweet. Yoko Ono doesn't seem like she was tweeting about it yesterday. You know, there's, "Thank you, Yoko. You are always there for us. Peace sign. Thank you, Bowie Art, for posting this. It's an amazing picture. I guess this guy, Jody Denberg, makes art involving David Bowie or something. You are welcome, Jane, with your misspelled. And I hope you've brought yourself to listen to hashtag Bowie again. Hope to see you in Brooklyn." Yes, Brooklyn. So this is what we're dealing with here. I mean, the media puts a spin on it like it's this big event, this is an important event. But you really have to think and look closely at the pictures, who's tweeting about it, and say, do these people have anything better to do? Are these middle-aged, never-married women with no families? Who are the people going to this thing? Like, a lot of people are very lonely and bored and have nothing to do. Just a thought. Let's look at some of the other responses to the tweet about Yoko Ono being at the so-called Women's March. "My heroes," another misspelling, like apostrophe S, heroes. "Imagining every day, Yoko. Let women be heard. We are invincible. Power to us." By the way, take a look at the woman who is invincible as a woman. You know, you got to look at these things. The media will give you a short soundbite on this and make it look like it's important and not tell you the kind of people who are there. So this, I'm going with the glasses again. I know they reflect a bit. I'm fixing it all up. I haven't been doing these videos for very long from this location. This is what the invincible woman says. "This pizza sounds delicious, and I looked it up and the recipe is easy to make." And you know what? You're putting it out for the public, so I don't feel bad looking at your personal Twitter account, even if you only have 72 followers. That was a response to, "Is Friday night pizza night? You'll love this cauliflower pizza crust recipe." Actually, that does sound pretty good. From the PCOS Nutrition Center, so maybe we did get something at the Women's March. Someone else wrote, "I imagine, hashtag impeach Trump." Good luck with that. Bless, XX, Donna Hazel writes, "Thank you, Yona. You're a champion of peace and justice and a great New Yorker." Of course, she's originally from Japan. Admittedly, she did leave Japan. So, you know, I don't know what her feelings are about Japan. But you'd think maybe, given the threat that North Korea is to Japan, she'd be a little more sensitive to that. Well, whatever. I mean, look, we're talking about Yoko Ono here, who is expecting rationality. Now, I love this. We can ignore the bottom one, but Debbie Wiltze writes, "Was it about peace? Thought it was about equality." Ooh, boom. And I took a look at her. You know, I'm guessing she was given a little bit more looks-wise than the average attendee of a Women's March. I don't know who this person is, but she looks like she was, you know, she's not young, but pleasant-looking, nice person. And what do you know? She's on the right. Yeah, one of us, I guess. I just looked through her Twitter, which she's not that active on. So, you know, that's really it. I don't have any great analysis other than that. And Yoko Ono, the face of the Women's March, in my opinion. Why not? That's all I have to say.